All right, right now, what we want to design, what we want to do, the practical we're going to do for today is how to design invitation card, how to design invitation card in MS Word. That is exactly what we are going to design today. So please, I want to implore you to continue following me up as I release this training one by one. And also, please make sure you practice because practice makes perfect. So this time around, you want to go to the graphics aspect of my Microsoft Word, and that is what we want to do now. So we want to design invitation card. So I would like you to follow me up so that you can learn better. Thank you. So the very first thing we need to do now is to click on Start and launch Microsoft Word and launch Microsoft Word. So here I'm having Word 2016. So I don't know the type of Microsoft Word you may be having in your system. So or maybe the version. So I don't know the version you may be having. So that is why any version just is still the same thing. So you can take any version of Office Office to design this invitation card. Is a simple invitation card anyway. It's a simple invitation card and is a graphics part of Microsoft Word because Microsoft Word basically is not meant for graphics. But based on the fact that you have thorough knowledge on this computer, so we want to assume that you have thorough knowledge because as we are teaching you now, we are making you to have advanced knowledge on how to use computer applications or computer packages. So in this case now, we have assumed that we are advanced and we are professionals, and that is why you will be able to use Microsoft Word to design or to create a kind of graphics, and that is exactly what we're going to do today. So, um, like I told you, CorelDRAW and any other graphics packages are the most packages that they use for graphics, which you're still going to get there, which I'm still going to give to you in this training. So, I'm still going to teach you graphics with various graphics application packages. So that is what I'm going to do. But in this case now, we want to see if you don't have any of these packages in your system. So what do you do? If you don't have any of these packages in your system, so what do you do? Well, what you need to do is to make use of any available package in your system. So any alternative package you have in your system, that is what we're going to use. So it doesn't mean that if you don't have this packaging or this package in your system, then that means you can't do anything. So this is a brain behind this stuff that if you don't have anything related to graphics in your system, then there's a package you can also use like Microsoft Word, and that is exactly what we want to do now. All right, so follow me as I continue doing this, showcasing this to you. Thank you. All right, the next thing I said is either you choose Word here or here I've placed it on my taskbar. I've already placed it on my taskbar, and that is why you can find it on my taskbar now. So I will click on it on the taskbar, and so I can pass through any of these channels either through the start or through the taskbar. So it's launching now. I've been able to launch my Microsoft Word package. So the next thing you need to do in this aspect now is to set up. So it's to set up your page. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to set up my page. But what you need to do when you see this new window displayed, what you need to do now is to click on blank document. So in some cases, because of the version you are using, so it may be you have to choose new, create new, or click on file and click on new before you can have a new blank document. But in this my own case, I have to click on a blank document because the version I'm using here is 2016. So like I told you earlier on in my previous courses, in my previous videos, I told you that we have various versions of Microsoft Word, version 2007, 2010, 2013, 2016, and so on. So the one I'm using right now is 2016. So follow me up as I continue teaching you this. God bless you. All right, the next thing you need to do now, as you need to observe the open window. As you click on blank document in the displayed window, the next thing you need to do is to click on is to observe the open window. When you observe this window, then locate your design. In some cases, in some versions, you see page layout. In some versions, you see page layout. So here we are going to click on a page layout as well. I'm sorry, it's a page layout. We are going to click on page layout as well. So, but here it is not written page layout. It's only written layout. So in some other cases, you can see page layout. But in this case now, it's written layout. And now, click on layout or page layout, then choose the size. Like so, for this IV is always A5 size. It's always A5 size only if you want to customize it. Some can make it A6, but it should not be more than A5. So anything more than A5 is no more IV. Is now poster or is now poster or banner. So, but in this case, we want to make IV letter, IV card. So in this case, and what we design is a very simple design with no multiple colors. We are not going to make use of multiple colors in this case, just to make use of few colors and design professional and beautiful graphics. Right, in this. All right. So like I told you, what you need to do is to choose A5 size. As you want to customize it. So I said you should what? You should choose A5 size only if you want to customize your page to another size. So you may want to use a smaller size or a bigger size. Like I told you, do not use a bigger size because when you use a bigger size, it means you are only creating banners or posters. So you are not designing IV cards. So like I told you, what you are going to do now is IV card. Alright, as you have chosen your size, you have chosen the size. So, and the size is A5. Go ahead and choose the orientation. So in this case now, I'm going to choose landscape. Although it may be either portrait or landscape. So you see that we have to choose the format you wish to design the IV. So now go to margins. So from your margins, choose narrow. So this is my setup. I have made my setup now. So you can see is we are now good to go. So the very first thing you need to do in this case now is to create a background. Create a background for your designs. First of all, create backgrounds because the background you create will determine the color combination and the text color combination you place on the background. And that is exactly what's going to happen here. So what you need to do now is to set up the background or the background color of the design. So now go ahead to insert. The one thing about Microsoft Word is that anytime you want to create a design or anytime you want to perform graphics, there is need for you to make use of two options, two formats. And what are they? They are insert and design or what are tools that you can use to create professional graphics here. So, but in this 2016, as we have options, we have more options here. We have layout, we have insert menu, design menu, and format menu. But format menu, so or what that menu. So you can also use what that menu from insert menu. So what that menu is always in insert menu. So these are the menus that are more important here now. Then now let's continue. Click on shapes. So to create graphics, more graphics, you need to use shape tool and your word art or from insert menu. So click on shape tool, the shape menu, then click on rectangle tool. So as you click on rectangle tool, use it now to draw. Okay, sorry, before that, there's need for you to apply background color. So go to design. Under design, go to your background, go to page color. It's coming up. I think it's a bit angry. Alright, so click on page color. So as you click on page color, then choose your choice color. So for example, I'm choosing something of this nature. So in that case now, I will go to insert, shapes, and I choose rectangle. Then click on draw. Click and draw. So I'm drawing something of this nature. Then I will come to format, like I told you, format menu. Then click on shape tool and choose color. So I'm choosing dark blue. I want to choose dark blue. So I'm choosing dark blue for it. So as you can see, so the next thing I'm going to do here now is to click on format menu and click on shape outline and click and say and click on shape outline and say no outline and say no outline. So I want to believe you can see that clearly. I want to believe you can see that clearly. So let me adjust my system. All right. So now the next thing you need to do is to click on another rectangle, then draw at the bottom line of it and go to shape field, then click on color for it, choose color. So I'm choosing dark red. Then go to outline, say no outline. So now let me adjust this very well. All right. So I have that. So let me adjust this one. So I go to no, I said no line. All right, I have that. So now I want to do the same thing to bring it down to the bottom line. I want to do the same thing to bring it down to the bottom line. So what I will do is to uh, let me see if I can reduce the zoom a bit. I want to reduce the zoom a bit so that you can see clearly, as you can see. So now, what you need to do, I want to duplicate this. Instead of me to go and draw another rectangle and place it here, I will just duplicate this and bring it down here. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Then I will reduce the size. Then I can do the same thing here and bring it here. So I duplicate. Do you know what I did? I held down my control key. I held down my control key. Then I click and drag. I enter my control key and I click and drag down to duplicate. Though you can also press Ctrl D to duplicate or Ctrl C, Ctrl V to duplicate, to copy and paste. Alright, now that I've gotten this, I will now go to Insert menu. I will click on Word Art as I told you earlier on and choose any format of your Word Art. So though I can choose ordinary and give it color of my choice later. So now let me use our school as a case study. Let's use our school as a case study. So I'm going to type ZEALTECH in uppercase, ZEALTECH Computer Institute. All right. So I will place this on. I'll bring it down here. Then I say it's Ctrl B to bold. Then I come to text color. Then I give it color white, as you can see. All right. So now I will go to Word Art again. Insert Word Art, choose the same thing. Then I will use it to type the address. So for example, 20 Oyegunwa Street, Ladipo Estate, Oshodi, Lagos. All right. So I will press Ctrl A to select it off. Ctrl Shift less than sign to reduce to make it smaller. Then Ctrl Shift, Ctrl C, Ctrl E to align center. Ctrl E to align in center. So let me adjust the stuff here like this. All right. So I give it color white. So now let me reduce it a bit. All right. Then Ctrl B to bold. Ctrl B to bold. Then now let me type the telephone number. So tell. Then I say 08036085094 08134754262. Alright, as you can see. But as it is now, it's having more space. So what I will do to close this space now is to press Ctrl A to highlight all. When I press Ctrl A to highlight all, then I will right click on it, then I click on paragraph. So for my paragraph, I will click on don't add space between paragraph or the same style. Then I'll come here, I choose single. Then I come here to zero, then I say okay. Then you see it close. So that is it. So I have it like that. Now I'm okay, I'm good to go. I'm good to go with this. So now this is the heading, the school heading. So we have created the school heading now. So the next thing to do now is to create the body of the letter, the body of the invitation card. So that is what we want to do now. This is just a simple card anyway. This is just a simple card. I'm just using this to teach you how to make use of some tools to create little graphics with your Microsoft Word package, application package. All right. Now the next thing to do now is to click on the insert and go to word art and choose the same style of word art. So I can bring it down here. Let me move it. I'm moving it. I'm moving down here. So now use it to type. Delete the one that is there and use to type quarterly, quarterly invite, quarterly invite. Take after institute of number so something. Quarterly invite. So control shift less than sign to reduce. Control B to bold. Control I for italicize. Do you learn the shortcuts? So you press Control I for italics, then Control B to bold, then Control Shift less than sign to reduce the size, then Control Shift greater than sign to increase the size. So that is it. So, so I can have Control Shift greater than sign to increase the size, as you can see. Alright, so color, I'm going to give it blue. I'm going to give it blue. So let me give it blue. Color that I know that it will appear very well. In fact, I'm going to give it dark blue. I'm going to give it dark blue. Then line, I'll test outline. I'll say no outline. So okay, I think I need to change the color to very dark. Okay, color. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So now go to insert menu. As you go to insert menu, choose your shape tool. Choose your shape tool. Then click on rectangle again. Then click and drag a rectangle here. Draw a rectangle here. Then when you do that, then apply color white. Fill color white, but line color blue. Line color blue. Just the dark blue as usual. Alright. So as I've done that, go to insert again, or you can see when you select object, the tools will come out here, will display here, or you can go to insert. But let me quickly go here. What I need is a rectangle, so draw another rectangle inside here like this. So draw another rectangle here like this. Then go ahead and give it navy color blue. Navy color blue. Then the line can also be color blue, navy color blue, or you say no line. Alright. So I have it that way. So now type inside, or before that, design this side too. Go to insert menu, choose shape tool. This time around, choose freeform. When you choose freeform, you use this freeform to construct. Click, click, then move, then click, move, then click, move, then click, move, then click, move. So as you can see, come back to view color, then choose the color, then you can say choose the line too. Now we have it this way. So now let me say no line for this one. I click on outline, shape outline, and say no line. Alright. So let me adjust this one. Alright, I think there's a problem here. It's not that straight, so right click on it to edit it. So click on edit point. Then use the edit point to adjust it to fit to that place. Now you have it that way. Alright, so now go to insert word art, choose the normal word art style. Choose the normal word art style. Then select it and delete it and type Mr. slash Mrs. slash Miss, then colon. So you can reduce the size to fit into that place. So I'll bring it down here. So now Control Shift go to that side to increase. So let me adjust it. Alright. So let me just reduce it a bit. Alright, go ahead and give it a color white. So sorry, line color, say no line. Fill color, say color white. Alright, you find it that way. Then you can bold it, Control B to bold, as you can see. Alright, so instead of me to draw another one here, to insert another word that I can simply duplicate this one and bring it down here. Then from there, I change it to their for that I'm going to change the font name. Now, so in order to change the font name, click on home. From home, click on font name. From font name, choose any of your choice font name. But as for me, I'm choosing script. So let me increase it a bit. So I will have it that way. Alright, I'm trying to adjust it to be perfect. Alright, so now as you can see, we have achieved this now, these graphics with these tools we use here. You can see how beautiful it is. So now I'm going to make some changes now. The changes I'm going to make is that this rectangle here, I'm going to change the color to orange. So let's see if it will fit it. So I think I love it. So I'll do the same thing here. I'll change it to orange. So I think I love it. So that is it. So instead of that red color now, I change it to orange. All right. The next thing we need to do, we said ZEALTECH Computer Institute of number with number with phone number or contact number further invite Mr. Miss Me and Miss to their. So meanwhile their names are going to be written here. Their names are going to be written in the white box. Their names are going to be written in their white box. The person you want to invite, the person's name will be written in the what, in the white box. So now to their what, their 12th year or 11th year or 13th year anniversary or graduation ceremony. So that's what I want to do now. So I'm going to click on insert. Then I'll say I'll click on insert, and I'll click on word that, and I'll choose the normal word that as usual. Meanwhile, I can also duplicate and later use it. Alright. So here now, type maybe 12th year. So I'm going to increase it. I'm going to go to that side to be more bigger. Then let me go to home and choose font name and choose area black. So I will choose area black. Now I have it this way. So I place it very well. So this I will italicize it. So I have it this way. So now go to color under format, font color, choose the color of your choice. So I'm choosing blue. Then I'm going to duplicate it. Control D, like just like I told you, you can also use Control D to duplicate. You can also use the Ctrl D to duplicate. So this now I want to give it orange color. Come here, choose orange. Then I'm going to place this one on it. What is happening here? I want to move this. Yeah. So meanwhile, now let me try and adjust it very well. All right, I think I'm okay. So meanwhile, you can give it outline. You can give it outline. So format, text outline. I give it color white. I give it color white. I can also increase the font outline. I can also increase the font outline, the text outline, by coming to white. Then click on the width point. So I'm choosing this. Alright, I have that. Now go to ellipse and draw small ellipse here. Then that I make it three color orange. Sorry, orange is okay, or let's make it sky blue or blue. Then line color red, or sorry, line color orange. Then let me increase the line width. To something like this nature. Alright. So in fact, I will now duplicate it, Ctrl D, and adjust it to come across this. So in that case, I will say no fill, remove the color inside. So you can see what we are trying to achieve. So can you see what we are trying to achieve? That is exactly what we are trying to achieve. So now click on insert, click on what that, or meanwhile I can simply duplicate this. I can simply duplicate this and bring it inside there. And bring it inside there. Then use it to type TH. Then I increase the size. It's too much. Then I bring it inside there. So let me adjust it. So the system is a bit angry, but never mind. Alright, I think I'm okay with that. So now go ahead and also use another word that. So instead of it to go and do another word that, I can just duplicate this and then I change the font later. So with this now, I type graduation ceremony. So sorry, I'm going to type only graduation first. Graduation. Then I increase the size. Then I give it a black. Go back home. Then choose a black. Choose a black. Then increase the size. So increase the size. I hope you understand. So let's continue. Just follow it diligently. You will enjoy it as we are doing it. So Just have it like this. Graduation. Then let me use a bit. Oh no. Okay. Alright. So now go ahead and type ceremony. I can simply duplicate this one and use it to type ceremony in title case or in subtext case. So that one I will give it a script. Script will be okay for me for that. Then I'll bring it down like this. Now for that I will space it. I will space them. Or sorry, I can just increase them. I can just increase it. Sorry. I'm just trying to make it perfect. Alright. So it's okay for me like this. Then I will go and choose color. Let me choose color red. So I have it that way. Alright. So I'm okay with that. So let me shift it down a bit. Alright. So I'm okay with that. So the next thing you need to do now is to go ahead and click on insert and go to shapes and choose rounded corner rectangle. Then click and drag the rounded corner rectangle here. So that you can give it fill color, maybe lighter blue or cyan. I would like to give it lighter blue or white. I'd like to give it white. So outline, increase the outline a bit. So then give it outline color blue. Then you have that. So that is it. So let me reduce the outline a bit. Alright. So 1.5, 1.1 and a half points. Alright. So the next thing is to click on line to try and demarcate it or divide it into three. So what I will do, I will have a straight line like this. So I'm trying to get a straight line. Alright. So that I will increase the outline into something of this nature. Then I will give it the color blue. Then I will duplicate it, Ctrl D, and bring it down here. So with this now, it's in two format now, three format. So now I will draw a rectangle here. Then I'll go to fill color 2. Then let me go to gradient. Then I click on more gradients. Can you see? I hope you are following me. So we're able to achieve our simple invitation card. Alright. So I will now come down to gradient fill. Under gradient fill, then let me mix color because if I choose my color here, I may not like it. So I will have to mix my color here. So when I click on this point here under gradient stops, I'll click here, then I will choose the color of my choice. For example, I'm choosing this. Then I'll click here, I'll choose the color of my choice. For example, I'm choosing red. Then I'll click here, I'm choosing the color of my choice. For example, I'm choosing yellow. Now I have this. So with this now, with this, I will duplicate it, Ctrl C, or Ctrl D, or you say Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So let's just go to format, shape fill, and apply color blue there. So I don't want another color than color blue. So So I will send it to back. I just want it to serve as shadow. So how do I send to back? Come to this place under format menu, come to send backward, then you can just send it backward. It's okay at the backward. So what you need to do now, I need it to be darker. I need the color to be darker. So I'm choosing this navy blue. So let me adjust it to go inside a bit. Alright, I have it that way. So this one I can just give it line color white, as you can see. So I will select the two together. I will select the two together. That is the one at the back and the one at the front. I will say Ctrl G to group. Oh, sorry. I will have to go to group here. I click on group. Now it has become one. I will duplicate it to bring it down here. I will bring it down here. Undo. There's a problem there. Sorry, the system is a bit angry, but sorry, it will go now. There are a lot of works and a lot of jobs and a lot of work, a lot of applications on the system, and that is why it's giving this slow problem. So what I will do, let me use Ctrl G in that case. So and then I'll move it myself. All right. So let me use my arrow to my listen to adjust it. So Ctrl G again, then I move it here. All right. So I adjust it like this. All right. So now I have it this way. So in that case, go to WordArt, then insert WordArt and choose your normal WordArt format. Now type inside. Type on venue. Venue. Sorry. Let's do that. Venue. Then let me just close this one. I don't need it. I don't know why it's coming up. So Ctrl Shift laser sign and Ctrl V to bold. Now place it here. And go ahead and give it color white. First color white. Now duplicate it. Ctrl D. Ctrl D. Then bring it down here. So Ctrl D again. Bring it down there. Let me adjust this. And this one, I want to adjust it more. So I want to believe you are following me up. You are going to enjoy it at last. So this is very simple. It's a simple IV. You don't need to have CorelDRAW to design this. Just in Microsoft Word. By the time you print this thing out, you'll see how superb it is. Okay. All right. So now in this case, now I'm going to use my text tool. So insert, then choose text box. So from my text box now, what's happening? I don't know why it's hanging. Why is it writing not responding? It's just hanging. So it's okay, it has come out. So now choose something of the nature, then use it to type the venue. So maybe the venue is for example, the venue is still the same address or in another address. So 12 Adering Street. So 12 Adering Street. My battery is getting low, it's low already. So I'm sorry, I'll have to pause this I'll pause this and continue later. Let me find a way to charge this. All right, you're welcome back. So right now we need to continue. We need to continue. So, like I told you, so what you need to do now is to continue writing this. Is to continue writing this stuff. So just write the street rather. That is exactly what I want to tell you. Write the street. So just write the street. Ọjà okay. Mapoloku. Mapoloku. Oshodi. Lagos. Alright, so bring that down here. Bring it down here. So what you need to do, go to shape fee, say no fill. Go to shape outline, say no outline. Then bold it, control B to bold, control I for italics, then give it color. So I'm going to give it font color, font color. Let me give it a cyan blue. Alright. So now let me adjust it. Alright. So you have that way. So like I told you, whenever it's having this space like this, what you need to do is to select it and right click on paragraph. So you click on paragraph, click on don't add space, then reduce this to 0, then choose here and choose here, click here and choose single, and click on OK. So as you can see, it's OK now. Alright. So let's adjust it. Alright, I have that. So what you need to do now, is to duplicate, Ctrl D. So that will give us this. Oh, we made a mistake here now. The mistake we made here is that before this, we're supposed to have changed all these ones, like this to date. So this to date. So, and this to time. So that is only the mistake we made, we forgot. Alright, so date now. Come and choose the date. Click this thing whenever you see it. Click the date, select it and say maybe 24th of November. Then I will write 2020 here. So Control A, Control Shift greater than sign. Control A, Control Shift greater than sign to increase. So this, I will increase only this more. Then let me reduce everything in this. Alright, Control E at the align center. Now I can adjust it down here. Alright. So now I'll just say Control G to bring it down here. So write the time. So Control A, then time 10 a.m. Then come down and say prompt. So now you can now adjust the time. Adjust it. So let me adjust this one too. To left. Now adjust it like this. Alright, we have that. So the last thing you need to do here now is to give the closing remark, just like letter, a formal letter or informal letter, the way they used to do it. When you get the body of the letter, you also type when you type the head of the letter, you type the body, then you type the conclusion. So that is the closing remark. So now what we want to do in this case now is that we want to appreciate them for coming to celebrate with us. So what we need to do now is to click on start insert menu, then click on word that, then choose your choice word that. So I'm going to choose this type so that I can change the format. It should not be as if I'm using the same format all the time. So what you need to do now, what you need to do is to bring it down here, then type it inside. So now we're going to select it. Later we'll adjust it. So hmm, say thanks or your your presence and contribution contribution. Let me read this size so that I can have where to type. And contributions, your presence and contribution will be highly appreciated. Will be highly appreciated. So now adjust it, then hold it, Control B to bold, Control I for italics, then go and choose color. So I'm choosing color white. So now bring it inside. Bring it inside there. So I want to choose script for the font name. Go to script empty bold. So allow that. So we can now adjust it. I think it's okay. Alright. So right now we are done, and this is it. You can see we have designed a simple as ABC invitation card. So in Microsoft Word, this is how to perform graphics, and a lot of simple graphics you can still perform in Microsoft Word. And if you follow me, you will not regret you did. You're going to learn more on how to really design, not only to typeset, not only for typing or not only to type in Microsoft Word, but you also know how to design, how to create some logos, how to create some flyers, how to create banners, how to design invitation cards, complimentary cards. You are going to know how to do all this in Microsoft Word. So and it's going to be simple as ABC. You know that this is an advanced training to learn or to be able to use Microsoft Word to design graphics, to create graphics. So that is it. We are done doing this. I hope you enjoy it. Please, if you like this training and you want to learn more from me, please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. If you really want to learn more, and because this is just the basics and we're still going advanced, we're still going to learn more advanced packages in this platform. So follow me up so that you can begin to receive more of our training, and also turn on the notification. Please subscribe. Click on subscribe button to subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notification button to click on all to turn on the notification button. So please subscribe to my channel so that you can learn more and learn more and learn more. Remember, the day you stop learning, then you are no more. So you need to continue learning every day, every day, every day. Learn and relearn, unlearn and relearn, learn and relearn, learn every day. Thank you so much. God bless you.